Nityanandam, after a beautiful darshan of the Kala Bhairava Murti, we're now going to be entering into the powerful session where we will be manifesting the third eye. Yes, after the beautiful processes today to overcome the fears and overcome the fear of death itself, and then having the darshan of Mahakala Bhairava, it is the best time to enter into the power manifestation. So we're now going to be entering into the power manifestation that is related to the third eye. The techniques of opening the third eye are there in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. So we're now going to be blindfolding ourselves and preparing our eyes and our inner space that has just been given a complete dose of bliss from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Bhagavan, Sri Nityananda Paramashivoham, where we will be remembering this same darshan in your third eye. Chant the Mahavakya intensely and begin the third eye reading. First, get into this very beautiful space. Now, sit straight, close your eyes, and we'll now begin connecting to this very breathing space of Paramashiva from this darshan. You can see the Shastra Pramana for the third eye is there from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, the 34th verse. Kapalantir manonyasya tishtham milita lochana kramena manasodhardhyat lakshet lakshamuttamam. Fixing the mind in the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed. In succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. With this beautiful Shastra Pramana, we will now be starting to read words through the third eye with the blindfold. So go ahead now, wear your blindfold and chant the Mahavakya loudly. Remember the beautiful darshan you just had in your inner space and begin. We'll now be projecting the words on instruction. Request Paramashiva, request Swamiji to reveal the letters of the sentence that is being shown to you now.
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
Write down whatever Paramashiva has revealed to you through the third eye. Yes, now we will show you what we had projected. I love Swamiji. Swamiji is my life. These were the letters. You can share in the Zoom chat what was shown to you. Yes. Let us enter another round. Please put your blindfolds back on. Yes. So now we can share whatever we have received in the social media and the various other platforms. What are your findings when you had the session of the third eye? What Paramashiva has revealed to you? You can share with the hashtag Kailasa, Paramashivoham, and hashtag Nityananda. Yes. Now, after having the beautiful Vishesha Diksha, a beautiful initiation into the next level of where Paramashiva wants us to be in a space of oneness. The Vishesha Diksha is an opportunity and a space where anybody can do puja and gain access to the multiple dimensions of the cosmos. The definition of puja is where our brain, it is not an activity. Puja is not an activity done by the body. It is an activity that is done by the brain and the power of the perception of the brain to mirror the neurological activity of the higher vertical time zones. There's a lot of technical terms here, but it is very beautiful to understand that puja is the very space every day where you get to experience your higher vertical time zones. The higher vertical time zones manifest as the various manifestations of Paramashiva or various different deities as well. The vertical time zones are the experiences of your higher dimensions. It is you who exists throughout all of these dimensions. And when you do the puja, when you do the rituals, the Kriya Pada of the Agamas, you will be able to access those higher vertical time zones. So, congratulations to all of you who have had the Vishesha Diksha today, as it is the day and the time where you can now gain access to these higher, powerful vertical time zones. It is in these higher vertical time zones that you can experience your own personal higher reality. It is very important to understand that our higher reality is Paramashiva, oneness with Paramashiva. And when we do this puja every day, connect with Paramashiva. It may be for 3 minutes, it may be for 3 hours. But when we continuously, again and again, put ourselves in the space of oneness, put ourselves in the space of deep listening, we will be able to connect and have a powerful experience. All of those who do this Nitya Puja every day have a powerful day because they understand that the puja is a concentrated time when you are accessing the higher vertical time zones. And from there, you can manifest anything you want to manifest in your life. So, in this time of puja, you should be able to have the deep listening to yourself. You should have this space of deep receptivity, humbleness, and devotion in your Ananda Gandha. Yes, puja is that very space. The more and more you prepare yourself to have that kind of a space outside of you, beautifully through the Paramashiva program. So, some are sharing the question how to do puja in a few minutes. It is not a matter of the time you spend, but it is more the depth of the intensity of that time you spend. Either you can spend 3 minutes or you can spend up to 3 hours sitting. But you have to spend this time every single day. You need to build this relationship with Paramashiva. Whether you have the Atmamurti or you have the Padukas or you have the Atmalinga, whichever way you have to connect with Paramashiva every day, taking the resolution to sit every day with him no matter what and have the beginning, the conversation. It starts like that. You want to spend more time with him. You want to see how he will manifest through you. You want to see how and what he has in store for you today. Yes, this is the beginning of that beautiful lifestyle of a Dvija, a person who is reborn with the initiation of the Guru, going through the powerful processes of overcoming fear, overcoming death itself. When we arrive at that moment of having Vishesha Diksha, we have this beautiful opportunity to create our life centered on oneness, centered on Paramashiva. So when you sit for 3 minutes or for even 3 hours a day with Paramashiva and open your heart out to Him, be in the space of deep gratitude. Yes, of course, with the Paramashivoham gifts, you can be receiving the puja video as well as the puja mantras, but they may come as a different language for you. It may come as a different new thing totally for you all, but receive it with a deep sincerity. Swamiji teaches us the beautiful way that we need to connect with Paramashiva. We may not know him completely, but Paramashiva Swamiji says that we can connect with him as a simple obedience to the Guru. We can say to Paramashiva, my Guru says that you are a reality. Please reveal how you are real, how he experiences you as real. The same way, show yourself to me. This simple prayer can also be what you spend 3 minutes or 30 minutes a day sitting and offering to your deity, offering to the Atmalinga. Just being in that space of my Guru says you are real, then you must be real. Let you manifest through me. Let me see you. Let me see your miraculous existence. It is the same way that even many of the Upanishads, as well as the Tantras, and even the Kamika Agama begins. It begins with the inquiry from the disciple. Devi herself inquires in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Paramashiva, please tell us, what is this? What is the nature of this wondrous world? And in this way, a simple inquiry, in a simple way, she surrenders. And at that moment, Paramashiva himself flows and teaches her to become feminine, to become the whole. And then when she does that, when he initiates her into that, then she is able to to receive all of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra and the various dharanas and all of the powers that are there. So, power manifestation is also a ritual in itself. Now we have the access through the Vishesha Diksha to the multiple higher vertical time zones. We can manifest the Atmalinga standing in our palm, Atmalinga moving this way or that way. So it is a beautiful space for you all to spend. Every day, wake up in the morning and refresh yourself in the traditional way as you would do for the yoga practices, following the yoga pada. But spend the time in the Kriya Pada, that is the rituals, the rites that help you access your higher self. These methodologies and technologies reflect the inner space of Paramashiva himself. You can manifest that in and out of the whole day. Everybody who does puja, who connects with Paramashiva every day, always tell us that it is in those few moments in the puja time that make the whole day a success or something we're missing. It is in those few moments when we are relating with ourselves as Paramashiva and worshipping Paramashiva outside of us that really helps us to set the sankalpa, set the resolution for the whole day. So today, let us take a resolution. Let us take a resolution to do this Nitya Puja every day. Offer your prayers to Paramashiva, sit with him, and just open up. And then you'll see a deep listening manifest inside you. Listening itself is a gift from Paramashiva. Receive it with humbleness, offer your prayers, and continue the day. This is the way that puja should be. So let's now see a video where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is explaining about puja.
all the words which is staying in you, which starts
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham
all the words which is staying in you,
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda
all the words which is staying in you, which starts working whenever it is needed and brings you out of your supreme love for body and your identity and turns that same love towards your pure inner consciousness is bhakti. All those thoughts are bridge to bhakti. Understand? You not staying in depression is a basic necessity for your bhakti. Many people come and tell me, I have so much bhakti for God, but I am always punished and depressed. It's pure cheating. A bhakta can never suffer. Person who is suffering can never be a bhakta. First, you see the definition of bhakti. What Narada says, Sa Tvasmin Para Prema Rupa. That verily is of the nature of supreme love of God. Understand? You will suffer only if your supreme love is directed towards your body or towards your identity. You cannot suffer if it is directed towards your pure inner space or consciousness, which is God. So if you are suffering, never say you have bhakti. You are just cheating. You are just cheating. How to? Then always be in that bliss. Then have initiation. Initiation means listening to the teachings of the master, which will elevate you, liberate you instantaneously. Whenever the real suffering starts happening, it will just open up. It's like a pop-up actually. It will just pop up and break the suffering. Suddenly you will see you are back to that your original consciousness. For example, I can give you some of the strong initiation ideas now. During sannyas, you are asked to just go into the death. See, let me give you some of these few strong clicks, strong initiations. Then you'll understand what I mean by the word initiation and how it can lead to real bhakti. During sannyas, you are asked to go through your own death. Because death is one thing which is the most certain thing for which you are not prepared. You are prepared for everything. You are prepared for your old age. You are prepared for this. You are prepared for that. You are even prepared for your cremation expenses. Especially in America. In America, coffins for sale. So, we are prepared even for that. But we are not prepared to face the death experience itself. We are always afraid. And we don't even want to think. So all the people who want to take sannyas, they are asked to go through that experience. That becomes a big click once you go through that experience. After that, whenever you remember, I am already dead, what is there? Any suffering, this one memory, I am already dead, but is there to bother? Suddenly you will see that suffering will disappear. That will not have any place. If you go through even once that death experience, there is nothing which can give you suffering. You will feel, whatever days I am now living is a bonus already. Already it is a free gift extension. Then what is there to suffer? And there are few more initiations done. Every part of the body will be offered to the master in the fire. They will take the small piece of grass and connect with that body with the mantras and offer that grass into the fire. Means offering to the master. It is offered to the master. Every part surrendering. Whenever you have a problem, just remember, that is already is. If you want, let him run. Otherwise, it's okay. Suddenly, you will see the suffering won't be there. Suffering will not be there. Like these strong ideas which is inserted into you as an experience by the master, which comes up during suffering and liberates you from the suffering, takes you back to the pure conscious state. These techniques, these clicks are only called as initiation. Blessed are those who had initiations from the master. See, whenever I am sitting and talking, suddenly some idea will click. Hey, this is what I was thinking. Your eyes will just open. Your eyes will just expand. This is what I was thinking. So, right, so clearly expressed. Then, initiation has happened. If you are suddenly sitting straight, the Kundalini is raising. The initiation is happening. Means that idea, that truth, that Shastra will become Shastra now for you. That idea will start now residing in you. Whenever you get this kind of Shastras, catch it. Let it be in your heart for future. This is the real life insurance. The real life insurance is the Shastra, initiations which you get from the master, not anything else. All other life insurance is death insurance. After your death, your family will get, who are waiting for it.
Yes, beautifully, Swamiji is sharing here that regardless of whether you cognize that you have suffering or not, you cannot even cognize as it suffering is even a part of your reality. You can only cognize devotion. He says very clearly, if you have suffering, you cannot have devotion. So how do we can definitely organize our lives more with this new understanding. And this is the way that we can begin the new life as a samai, as a person with the vishesha, the diksha from the guru, the right to do puja to him, the right to do puja to the Shiva, and the right to access the higher vertical time zones. So we can organize that. Let us focus on developing more and more intense bhakti. Whether it is that you read the stories of the Shivanadinars or the Shiva, the Nayanmars, or whether it is you read the incidences from the Swamiji's life itself and understand how he exemplified the highest Samprajnata Samadhi and various embodiments of Bhava Samadhi, and how he embodied the highest devotion as well. That same way, you can also see the devotion happen inside of you. This is the new path that you're all going to be taking now, as the people who have taken the Vishesha Diksha. And this is the most fulfilling path as well. As Swamiji said, there is no chance to have suffering because it is, in essence, whenever we feel our ups and downs are making us struggle, we have to understand the truth that is there, even in the Paushkara Agama, that it is only when Paramashiva decides that the Guru manifests in our lives as Paramashiva. It is in his decision. The same way, Swamiji says, we don't struggle, it is his struggle. And we have the freedom now to have this as a reality, to think again and again, why am I struggling? No, he is struggling again and again to bring me to the space of oneness. Let me be in that space. And we can again and again bring ourselves back. As Swamiji was saying, the Shastra, using the weapons of knowledge, the knowledges, the true knowledges of the higher self. So every mantra, every understanding is every mantra that we do in a puja is a technique, is a way to look into yourself and hold on to the powerful initiations given to you by Swamiji. The various initiations, whether it is a third eye or every powerful cognition that you thought, wow, that is something I want to follow, that is something I want to live by, that is so meaningful, I want that to be my reality. These incidences of initiation can now become something you cherish every day at the moment of puja. Yes, it is at the moment of puja you remember every single initiation, every single powerful cognition, every single guidance that was given to you by Swamiji, and cherish that in your inner space. Resonate with that and let that settle inside of you. You have a refreshed biomemory and muscle memory now, and now the possibility of the Paramashiva's bioenergy also can manifest inside of you. Now, every day, take the sankalpa today, take the resolution today. Every day morning, spend these 3 minutes or half an hour or even 21 minutes with Paramashiva and open up to him. Catch up with the previous day's conversation with him. Continue it. Tell everything. Tell the powerful cognitions. You can start by opening up, and you may be afraid that the first few things that you may seem like a lamenting or may seem like complaining, but you hold that he is holding you to the higher cognitions and surrender those at his feet. Continuously surrender any incompletions or anything that you don't want to subscribe to inside of your inner space. Surrender it at his feet and pray that you are healed from these thought currents that you want to avoid, and reinforce yourself with the Shastras, the initiations, the powerful cognitions of oneness with Paramashiva. See, before puja, always there is a four declarations that we make, and these declarations are very significant. The first is to cognize that cosmic energy exists. Yes, there is something within us, around us, that is existential, that is all pervading, that is causeless auspiciousness, that we very ourselves are. But the first thing we need to do, that it is there at the core of all existence. Paramashiva exists. Cosmic energy exists. That's the first declaration we make before any ritual in Kailas. The second is that the cosmic energy can be embodied in front of us, whether it is in the form of our guru or in the form of the deity or the Atmalinga or the Atmamurti, whichever way, it can be embodied and it can manifest in front of us inside of our lives. Chinmaya Vigraha. Yes, a few Sanskrit terms we can learn today as we are entering into this beautiful realm of living as a Kailasa. So, Chinmaya Vigraha means the embodiment and representation of the cosmic energy. And I recognize that that can be embodied in a deity or in the form of the Guru and the Atmalinga. So, this truth we must bring ourselves to embrace. The next is that ritual, that every day, through any offering that I make, another beautiful habit that we also should pick up is sharing our lives with Swamiji. Every time you eat your food, whatever you have in front of you, offer the prayer and offer it to Swamiji. Say, Swamiji, please bless this food. This is offered to you. You are there within me. Please consume it. This is for you. Offer it to him and have it as a prashada. In that way, your center is shifted to your higher self, to Paramashiva. Then I have your ahara, or have the food. Before you sleep, remember Swamiji, tell him good night, wish him good night. If you have the Atma Murti, put a blanket around him and turn off the lights for him. Put him to rest and then wake up. Then get yourself ready in the morning and wake him up. Remove the blanket and see him. These are a few practices that you can have to start living with Swamiji. Practicing the presence of God is the first way to really ritualize your life according to the Kriyapada and the Agamas. Yes? So when you have the Atmalinga, or when you're going to get the Atmalinga that you can get from your local temple or local city center, while you have it, while you wait for it, don't need to not begin anything. Begin this Kriyapada lifestyle. So begin your day with him, end your day with Swamiji. And when you remember food, remember him, offer food to him, prepare food for him. There are next steps in this when it comes to living and practicing the presence of God. Whatever your food you prepare for yourself, first offer it to him and then only consume it. Or have a separate vessel for him, prepare a meal for him, let him have it, and then you share it with everyone as a prasada, as an offering, as a blessed offering. These are particular Kriyapada paths that you can all subscribe to right now, immediately, and begin. So it is not that you need to wait for anything to learn Sanskrit fully or mantras. None of that is required at the moment. You just need to start relating with Paramashiva every single day. Start with this. Start beginning to relate with him. Let's see another video where Swamiji talks about the essence of puja.
There are 1,000 sacredness associated with why we pour milk, ghee and honey, all that on Shivalinga. I can start giving 1,000 answers which are in tune with the original sacred sentiment why we are doing this. Understand? In those days, our whole work was taking care of cows. What is the essence of the whole day's work? The milk you get. What is the essence of even the milk you get? Is the ghee finally you make. And what is the essence of whole day you going around the forest and trying to collect honey? The honey you get. The essence of all our day efforts, the whole day efforts essence is our life. Literally we spent our whole life on this. So this is the essence. The result, fruit, essence of our life. We offer it to the representation of Sadashiva, towards whom we feel highest sacred sentiment. Most sacred. The fruit of our whole life. Understand? In those days, the best possession you can have is a cow. The work you need to do whole day is taking care of them. So the fruit of your whole day's action, the karma pala, is a milk. And you churn that and get ghee. So it is the essence of your whole day's work. We decide to take part with that essence, with Sadashiva, as our gratitude offering, the offering of the sacred sentiment we carry about Sadashiva. we carry with Sadashiva, we carry towards Sadashiva. The reverence, sacred sentiments associated with our actions needed to be understood with that very strength of that sacred sentiment and feeling connection. Surely there are tons of sacred reasons why we pour milk on Sadashiva and why it falls on Shivalinga. Because this has got so much of meaning. When we say the word Hritpadmamasanam Dadyat, understand? The Sutrakara means the person who wrote the sutras. These original sutras are from the Tantric tradition. The Tantric tradition, the original, this Puja Sutras, these sutras are from the Sutrakara. Sutrakara is supposed to be Mahadeva himself. Oh, we are sitting outside, na? The Sutrakara is supposed to be Mahadeva himself, Shiva himself. The Sutrakara says, Hritpadmam, not Hridayabhatmam. Understand? There is a big difference between this Hritpadmam and Hridayabhatmam. Hridaya means the heart which is pumping the blood in your system, which is this size, and medically they will describe. What all the description? The 4-part, that am I right? 4-part, na? Then? Huh? All right, anyhow, all those names. That is the Hridaya. Hrit means it is not that physical blood pumping mechanism, center of your being. Center of your being is Hrit. When you close your eyes and remember your name, first where you feel the touch, which part of the body you remember. The moment you close your eyes and remember your name, if you remember only this area, you are intellectual. If you remember this area, you are emotional. If you remember the exact point in this area, you are being level. Hrit means your Ananda Gandha, where you feel you. Whoever, the moment you remember, you see, you should not do conscious effort. The moment you close your eyes and remember your name, if you remember only this area, you will be carrying constant irritation and logic. The moment you close your eyes and if you remember this area, you will be ready to weep for any small reason. You will be just carrying a big heaviness in this area. If you close your eyes and the moment you remember your name, if you remember only one point below the Anahata and above the Manipura, this area, you are being level person, you are remembering the Ananda Gandha. Understand? Hrit is not Hridaya. I don't know if I give like this meaning when I will complete this. But it's nice, at least all of you should understand and experience. Hrit means your being. Now you can understand whether you are intellectual or emotional or being level. This is a foolproof scale. The moment you close your eyes and remember your name, which part you remember first? Do not try to purposely change. No, I remember only this area. Not cheating yourself. Just casually, unconsciously, what you remember first. That is the way. Hrit means your center of your being. As on now, if you are intellectual, don't worry that you are intellectual. Just Give that as a seat for divine. Which is your hrit. That is seat for him. Hrit Padmam Asanam Dadyat. The lotus of your center is a seat for the divine to sit.
Yes, beautifully. This is known as the Guru Puja mantras. And these mantras have such power. You'll be receiving these mantras. You can sit with Swamiji's deity, listen to the mantras initially, follow the instructions in the manual book, and learn the puja yourself. And in this way, every day, challenge yourself to be more authentic. Learn part of the puja at a time, and by the way of 21 days, you should be able to offer the full puja. Then start learning the mantras. Then start preparing the offerings as per the guidance in the book. Right? You don't have to start everything at once. Start with the beautiful sentiment. Gather everything. Make sure the offerings are there. Give it to him. Then play the video. Offer the puja every day. Then learn the mantras slowly. Pronounce the mantras. And part by part, you can start and do the daily Nitya Puja. Yes. So, with this beautiful introduction to the puja given by Swamiji himself, let us now get ready for the upcoming sessions. We're going to be seeing a short video now, understanding death and overcoming the death fear.
I will share these 5 statements. Ask all questions about these 5 statements and have Vakyartha Sadas for next 48 hours. Literally you will get enlightened. You will manifest powers just by doing Vakyartha Sadas on these 5 statements. I will now express that 5 statements. First statement, listen. If there can be second, there is infinity. If there is a second fish, the possibility for infinite fishes is there. If there is a second cow, the possibility for infinite number of cows are there. If there is a second human being, the possibility for infinite number of human beings are there. If there is a second for anything, it is infinity. The possibility for infinity exists. This is the first statement. Second, please listen carefully. Each one of you are universe. I'll tell you, each one of you. Each one of you. I can read out the names. Banu, Sri Lakshmi Devi Nemi, Uma Balaji, Vedaswarupananda, Dinesh Rathore. I am seeing each one of you. Listen. Each one of you are universe. This is the second statement. Understand? Ask all questions you want to ask about these 5 statements after I finish making. Now listen and internalize. Each one of you are a universe. Third statement. All of you have the seeking for something unique only you have. All of you, deep in your heart, believe there is something unique only you have, and seek that, search for that, try to discover that, try to find that. This is the third statement. Listen, all of you, by your nature, by your simple existence, you are searching for what is unique in you, what makes you the ultimate, unique, which nobody else has, only you have. All of you have confidence that there is something only you have, others don't have, and all of you are seeking what is that. This is the third statement. Listen. The fourth statement. What is in you that is seeking your uniqueness, that is unique, means your consciousness is unique only for yourself. Fourth statement. Your consciousness is unique only for yourself. Now, listen to the second statement. Each one of you are universe. Listen to the fourth statement. Your consciousness is unique to yourself, which no one has it. Now listen to the fifth statement. Listen to the fifth statement. This can make you enlightened just like that. Just by doing Vakyartha. Listen to this fifth statement. All of you please sit straight and bring your whole attention so that you listen to the fifth statement thoroughly. Each one of you are universes. You have your consciousness which is unique, which no one else has, only you have. The unique consciousness you have is only one, and universe you have is infinite. This infinite and this one is one and the same. The multiple multiverses, only one consciousness you have, are both one and the same. Listen to the fifth statement. Multiple universes, I should say multiverses, and the unique consciousness you alone have is one and the same. Understand? Listen intensely. This fifth statement, understand? Just these 5 statements, if you understand, you don't have death. Hey, I am Paramashiva, I am telling you. I am here to give you ultimate immortal life in a very simple way. I tell you, immortal life is not difficult. It is just small few understandings and keys I have to insert in you. So, when you are about to leave the body through natural death, those keys will open up. There is an automatic system. Just will connect with you with that higher understanding, higher existence, where you and me are one and the same. I am just doing that connection of spiritual umbilical cord now through these 5 statements, 5 understandings. See, you are a universe. Listen. If you want quickly run and get your kids and pets, even if they don't understand, if they get initiated, they can get enlightened. So just get your kids and pets and make them sit.
Yudhishthira Raja, hero of the Indian epic Mahabharata, one of the greatest epic ever written in the planet Earth, Mahabharata. The hero of that epic is called Yudhishthira Raja, a great king. The same question was put to him by a demon, by a demigod. It asks him, Kimascharyam ita param? What is the greatest surprising thing on this planet Earth? What is the mysterious thing, most mysterious thing on the planet Earth? Yudhishthira gives a beautiful reply with a Sanskrit sloka. I'll give you the Sanskrit sloka and then give the overall meaning. Agani bhutani gachanti yamandiram sesha sthiramischandi kimascharyam ataparam. Means, every day so many lives are going to the Yama's abode, the death's abode, to the death's house. But the people who are staying here, they think they are going to be here eternally. They think they are never going to die. This is the greatest surprising thing for me on this planet Earth. After seeing every day so many people dying, so many deaths happening, again people continuously believe, feel and live with the idea that we are not going to die, our life is not going to end. For us, it is not. We always think only somebody else is going to get into the accident. We always think only somebody else is going to die. This is the greatest mystery. Death. Death is the greatest mystery. Mystery of all the mysteries. Your understanding about death plays a major role about your understanding about the life. Your understanding about death plays a major role on the concept or understanding about life also. According to me, it is your concept about death based on which you really live. Only based on that you really live. Now, let us enter into this mystery of mysteries, the most mysterious thing of the life, which we need to understand really in our life. There is a beautiful Zen saying, learning the art of dying is the real thing or the ultimate thing which you can learn in your life. Preparing and learning for the right beautiful death is the real thing which you can achieve when you live. Now let us look into the mystery of death, which is the greatest mystery. Can anybody speak about death? There is a proverb in Tamil. Nobody can speak because who has seen has never come back. Who has come back has never seen. So, unless you see, you can't speak. But the man who has seen never comes back. Nobody else can speak about death except an enlightened man. An enlightened man is authorized because he is already dead. He has underwent the death experience. Unless you undergo the death experience, you can never become liberated. You can never become enlightened. Except enlightened man, nobody else can speak about death.
Listen, from the right context and understanding, there is no such thing as death. When there is a wrong context, every moment you will be dying. Please understand. When there is a right context, even what you think as the so-called death is not death. With a wrong understanding and wrong context, every moment, even a small ant. Sometimes you don't even need to see the ant. Just the thought, will this roof fall on my head? Is enough to put you into a panic attack. Just a small jolt in the flight is enough. Sometimes it is not even required, just your thought, a jolt in your thinking is enough to put you in the fear of death and make you go through death. First thing you need to know about it, first thing you need to know about death is the actual happening has no significance at all. Imagination about the happening plays all the chaos, havoc in your life. Please listen. Actual happening has no significance at all. When I make this statement, I am responsible for it. Please listen. With all my integrity and authenticity to Mahakala, Kala Bhairava, I am making this statement. Actual incident, what you think as death at one day, you will suddenly disappear. Your body will be taken and burnt or cremated or buried, disposed. After that you won't exist in the form you are existing now. That is what is actual incident. You call it as death. It has no significance. Please understand. It is nothing but a job change, profession change or career change. It has no significance. Just like you change your jobs, change your career, change your profession, sometimes change the city you are living in, sometimes change your spouse, sometimes change your house, you just change your body. I know. Immediately you say, no, that means too much. Listen. Please listen. The incident really has no significance at all. Changing your body happens so regularly in your life, it has no significance. Just today morning when we were walking towards satsang, I was with one of my Gurukul kid who was in the Gurukul. None of my Mahans and Sri Mahans are able to recognize him because he has grown so tall. They were trying to identify who he is. Then when I explained, they understood. Understand, body changing has no significance. It is regular phenomena. Then what is that? That makes death so frightening, fearful. Listen. It is cleaning of all the memory. Please listen. There is only one thing in the death actually happening which you are not seeing during the life. That is you forgetting the whole memory. Cleaning of all memories. But I tell you, that is the beauty of death. Never try to demystify that. Because just like once in a while you need stomach cleansing, stomach washing, once in a while you need all the memories getting cleansed. You get the fresh slate. You get the fresh life. You get the fresh energy. You get the fresh space. Actually, one of the most powerful blessing from Mahadeva, Mahakala is helping you to forget all those incompletions, the pain, and giving you the new possibility. But unfortunately, some of the greatest blessings you make it as a worst curse by getting frightened about it, by not having the right understanding about it, by not having the right intelligence about it. Understand, some of the greatest blessings, when the understanding is not there, can be turned into frightening curse. That is really, I can say that fear of death is the height of the human stupidity. Understand, handling of memories, it's one of the most difficult things human beings can do. Handling incompletions. When your body and mind is completely tired, sick, stuck, unable to handle any more thoughts, incompletions, Mahadeva just gives you the boon of rebooting. Come on, erase everything, delete. He presses that great delete button in your life and reboots and gives you the clean slate, new life, new possibility. It is nothing but the possibility for rewriting your future. The inner awakening given to you by Mahadeva directly is death. Death is the most powerful experiential inner awakening Mahadeva provides. It is so unfortunate. One of the biggest blessing human beings think as a curse or a situation they need to handle. Please understand. Before he takes away water jug from your house, he brings Ganga to your house. Before he takes away tube light from your house, he brings Chandra to your house. He is the greatest caretaker during your transition, so don't worry. No other caretaker can be equivalent to him. That is why he lives in Smashana, just to tell you, he is the caretaker for you. He is the caretaker for everyone. He is the greatest caretaker attending to all the beings in the transition. Actually, if you leave $1 million wealth and die, don't worry, you will just be born in a family where you have at least $1 million worth. If you leave certain amount of completion and incompletion and die, when you are born, you will have the same amount of completion and incompletion. If you leave with the great knowledge of painting, don't worry, the moment you are born, simply you will pick up brush and start painting. You will have that intelligence as it is made available to you. If you had the intelligence of a great singing and you die, the moment you take birth, that whole memory will be available to you. In 3 months you will start singing. At the age of 2 I started giving discourses. No, really. I started giving satsang before even the age of 3. The Ganesha deity was given to me by my father, because I narrated the whole story of Shiva and Ganesha. When my grandfather took me to the temple, I heard some preachers and priests reciting those stories. I came back and repeated verbatim. I think because my first satsang was on Ganesha and first puja was done to Ganesha, my life is successful. He removed all the vignas. Before the age of 3, I started giving satsangs. Understand? Now I am revealing you one of the important truth. Never I read any great Puranas. Simply I will start narrating the story. Later on when I get the chance to read the book, it will be exactly right. Whether it is stories of temples or Puranas, simply I will start telling the story. Later on when I get a chance to read the book, when I read, it will exactly be the same, verbatim. Understand, I tell you, if you had so much of intelligence to write a book and great knowledge about yoga or the ability to sculpt and you die, when you take birth, the whole thing will be there as it is for you available. Just all the incompletions will be pushed back. You will be given a fresh possibility to rewrite your future. Incompletions has to be completed only by you, no doubt. But they will be pushed back and you will be given a new possibility to rewrite your future as you want. I tell you, nothing will be lost. Nothing is lost. Just fresh body, fresh mind, fresh few years for you to live. Death is just body change. Sometimes it does not even affect you, like a career change or nation change or spouse change. If you have changed any one of this in your life, your profession, career, spouse, or the nation where you live, the family, if you have changed any one of this in your life while living and handled it, don't worry, death is nothing for you. I give you the guarantee. If you have done any one of this major change and were able to handle that pressure, that stress and that change, you are already prepared for death. Death will be much smaller change than any one of this change. You don't have to worry at all. If you know how to use that moment to be free once for all, you are the most intelligent person. You are the most intelligent person. I have seen in the schools, when the classroom doors are open for a teacher to enter, some of these small kids will just run between the legs of the teacher and run away. Just like kids run away, escape when the teachers open the door to enter into the classroom. During the death, Mahakala enters in your life to remove the life. You can use that gap to escape once for all into liberation. See, for death to happen, you need just two things. The door which is opened and the presence of Mahakala. Both happens during every death. With the right context, you can just escape. Be liberated once for all. Time makes an important decision about the levels of your desire and fear. Man who understands the continuity of life and death, in front of whom the vast amount of time is available, who is in the restful awareness, with the understanding the vast time is available in front of them, who is not driven by the concept of losing time, is Kala Bhairava. When you relax in the restful awareness of the vast time is available in front of you, time becomes your friend. Making time your friend is going beyond time, going beyond death. Then you become Kala Bhairava. Just a simple understanding. Just like birth, dream, waking, deep sleep, death are all different phases of life. Sleeping, dreaming, waking up, all three are part of same life. If you are conscious, same way, dying, rebirth, the gap between death and rebirth are all part of same life if you are super conscious. Awaken to this truth. Your birth, your death, your gap between birth and death are all part of same life. I, Kala Bhairava, tell you all, you don't even need any other spiritual practice. Listen, your life, death,
rebirth, gap between life and death, birth and rebirth are all part of your same life. It is not end or restart. This one truth can relax you, put you in restful awareness. You don't need to hurry about your desires, about your greeds. Cosmos is flowing towards you. You are flowing towards the cosmos. You don't need fast track. The moment you understand you don't need fast track because you have vast time in front of you. All the knots, thought patterns, samskara knots, the grandhis you created in your different energy centers and the thought patterns you created, the thought patterns and samskaras still which you are keeping stiff, straight, gets loosened. The moment thought patterns, samskaras get loosened, they lose their grip over you. You live enlightenment. O human beings, remember this one truth. Kala Bhairava, out of my compassion, tremendous love, I am sharing this very sacred secret, the basic important truth with you all. O humanity, listen. Your life, your death, the time between life and death, the time between death and rebirth are all part of same life. Do not be afraid. Nothing will be taken away from you, and you do not need urgency rushing towards any of your goal, greed. You do not need to have fear and escape from any of your fears, anxiety. Neither your greeds nor your fears as urgency of time. Relax from the urgency of time. The restful awareness. Which comes when you relax from the urgency of time. Makes vast time available in front of you. Anybody who has a vast time available in front of them is Kala Bhairava. Every one of you can become Kala Bhairava when you relax from the immediate urgency of time, when your greeds can't create desire in you, when your fears can't create anxiety in you. You are free from time. The vast time is available in front of you. With the vast time available in front of you, your greed cannot make you urgent. Your fear cannot make you disgraceful. Your fear cannot frighten you. Your greed cannot make you desireful. O human beings, contemplate on this great truth again and again and again. The brain which I am using to radiate this truth to all of you
is capable of transmitting that very truths to all your brains, as brains do not have individual consciousness. It is just a biomemory chip in human body. I bless you all to receive the truth, to relate with the truth, to be receptive to this truth. It can be transmitted just like that. It can be easily transmitted. It can just be downloaded. Your birth, your death, your rebirth, the time between the birth and death, time between death and rebirth are all part of same long life. There is no discontinuity in the whole life. Let this one truth sink in all of you.
After death, there is only one suffering. You will suffer. Oh God, it is such a simple thing. Why did I suffer my whole life thinking that this will be a suffering? That will be the only suffering. You would have taken many decisions thinking your death is a suffering. Because of that fear, you wouldn't have lived many things. That will be the only suffering you will have when you leave the body. When you leave the body, oh God, such a simple thing. Chai, missed my whole life thinking that this will be a huge suffering. It's like there was a huge treasury in a cave, but you have been misinformed that entering the cave will be highly dangerous. You may bleed unto death and all that. But suddenly, somehow, by mistake, you are lost in the forest and you walk this way, that way. Finally, you cross a thorny bush, get scratched all over the body, but small wound, not dangerous, not like death or huge. Thorny bush, and here and there your body is scratched and you will have a little bleeding, but you reach that cave. What will you think? Oh God, only these few thorns. What a foolish idea I was in. I thought I'll literally die if I reach this cave. But now I realize it is only just few thorns, nothing more, nothing else. It is such a big difficulty only in mind. I tell you, when you cross death, you will have this exact mood. Now you have too many ideas, misconceptions. You are misguided. Death is huge happening in your life. I tell you, remembrance of the goal only is required during death, because all obstacles have already become useless to you. For example, if your money, bank balance, wealth, relationship, if they were all only the obstacle that you did not achieve oneness, all of them have already become useless to you. When obstacles have become immaterial, nullified, all you need is just remembering the goal, nothing else. Krato smara, kritaggo smara, krato smara, kritaggo smara. First prayer. Om means addressing Supreme Consciousness, Isha. in this Upanishad, the word Isha is used as addressing supreme consciousness. Om, addressing the supreme consciousness and praying, remember what all I did to become one with you. And telling your being, remember what all you did to become one with him. That's all, because all the things which were obstacles, your ego, your body, your mind, your wealth, no vehicle is useful anymore. They won't let you even get into your own car. They will only put you in an ambulance. You can't sign in any checkbook. No. You can't sign in any checkbook. All the things which were distracting you from staying in the space of oneness now has become useless. Now, you don't need to remember the struggles, you need to remember about the goal. Anything else, repenting, guilt, everything will only remind you about the struggles. Understand, when the problems are there, you can remember about struggles. Here the problems does not have any more power over you. Only a fellow who's died knows this secret. I know for sure this Rishi achieved enlightenment through death experience. Only a person who walked the road can so clearly describe. Actually, the moment the pain of the death starts in your system, everything becomes useless. Everything becomes useless. Now, what is the point in talking about, thinking about something which is no more part of you? The only thing you need to remember is the goal. The goal. Actually, you will become the being which you never imagined you can be by the time you reach the death. It is not that you will have completion or incompletion about your relatives. Suddenly you will feel they are irrelevant to you. Really, I am telling you. The closest relationship you think will look almost unknown and irrelevant. Who is this guy? I don't remember him. No, really. The person will become irrelevant to you. At the most, you may see Guru's form, but not the way you related to me externally, but the way you relate with me internally with your Atmamurti. That relationship will become reality at that moment. Not the way you relate to me externally, but the way you relate to me inside you as your own Atmamurti. All other relationships, people, places, object, everything will become irrelevant. You will neither have completion nor have incompletion. For example, somebody who is living in US, if you ask them a question, are you complete or incomplete with the planet Jupiter and the people there living there? What will you say? Neither complete nor incomplete, they are irrelevant if somebody is living in Jupiter. Same way, when the death pain starts and you start moving, all the people with whom you lived will become irrelevant. The memories will become irrelevant. The only memory worthy of remembering at that time is all you did to experience oneness with the cosmos. All you did to experience oneness with cosmos. That's all. That's all. Krato smara, kridagnu smara. Exactly this is what you go through during the death process in inner awakening.
Yes. So, what an amazing Jnana segment from Swamiji, how to overcome the fear of death, completely filled with so many powerful cognitions and such a deep understandings about the death itself, and with so many unique processes and very simple yet powerful processes how to complete and overcome the fear of death. So we're going to be delving into one of these, some of these powerful techniques and very intense internalization exercise on the fear of death. So there are 3 steps to this exercise. The first step, we will be burning down the incidents from our life when our greed created desire in us and led to the feeling of urgency of time. Okay, so we can start with this step first, and we'll guide you step by step into completing and overcoming the fear of death. So let us begin. Yes, so now let us move to the second step of this exercise where we are going to be penning down incidents from our life when our fears created anxiety in us and made us distressed. So let us start internalizing and bringing ourselves to the space of oneness with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, and penning down incidents when our fears created anxiety in us and made us feel distressed. Let us begin. Yes, and now we are going to be entering into the final step, the most important step of this internalization exercise, where we will be coming to completion with the cognition that the vast amount of time is available in front of us, completing with the urgency and anxiety that we carry in our life. So now let us sit and complete with this and create the powerful space of completion. Let us spend a few minutes creating, consciously completing with all these incompletions of urgency and anxiety, with the cognition that the vast amount of time is available in front of us, and be in that space of completion, creating that powerful space of completion. So let us enter into the last step of this internalization exercise.
Yes. So hopefully you've all completed the internalization exercise and being in the space of completion with all our desires that create urgency in us and all the fears also that create anxiety about the life and about the death itself. So relaxing from that urgency and anxiety, let's now enter into the power manifestation. So we'll be manifesting the power of blindfold reading. We'll be having another couple of rounds of blindfold reading. So let's all prepare ourselves. Keep the eye band ready in front of you. So before we start the power manifestation, let's all receive the powerful cognition from the Living Enlightenment book. You can all open your copy of the Living Enlightenment. Remembering Swamiji in your inner space, open it in a random page, and whatever you see in front of you is the powerful cognition Swamiji is giving especially for you in this moment. So receive that powerful cognition, and then we will continue with the power manifestation. Meanwhile, also make sure you turn on the video recording so that you can record yourself while you are manifesting the power, as it forms your Sakshi Pramana, your own personal evidence and experience of power manifestation, which you can then share with others, inviting them to attend Paramashivoham and get a glimpse of this ancient power manifestation science from Vedas and Agamas, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving on planet Earth. Yes, so hopefully you have all received your powerful cognition by now, and let's all jump into the power manifestation. We will be projecting a picture on the screen in each round. Before that, you'll be tying your two physical eyes with the eye band. You'll be completely blindfolded without any light entering into the two physical eyes. And only with the power of the third eye, you'll be scanning the screen in front of you to see which picture is projected. And whatever comes, whatever you receive in your third eye, start verbalizing. As soon as you start seeing, either you see a picture or a shape or anything, even text sometimes, regarding the information in the picture, start verbalizing it without any judgments, without any inhibitions or whether I'm right or wrong, nothing. Everything that you are seeing is from Swamiji. So just start verbalizing. And then when the round ends, we will verify. You can even pen down and you can share in the chat what you saw. And after that, we'll verify with the picture, which was the actual picture. Okay. So let's all tie our eyes with the eye band. If you don't have an eye band, you can even tie an opaque cloth, but make sure no light is entering. Even when you open your eyes from behind the blindfold, you should not be able to see anything. There should be complete darkness in front of you. Okay. So let's all tie our eyes, tie the eye bands. Yes. So hopefully you've all tied your eye bands by now. So we will be projecting the picture for all of you. So let the power manifestation begin. Start verbalizing whatever you see in the third eye. You can even chant the Mahavakya. Come into the space of oneness with Swamiji and requesting him to reveal the information and the details about the picture which is being projected on your screen now. Let's begin.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. So now you can slowly open your eyes and you can start penning down what was revealed to you. You can let us know in the comment section. You can let us know in the Zoom chat as well. Just spend a few minutes penning down what was revealed to you through the third eye by Swamiji, and we will be projecting the picture in a few moments. Just make sure whatever was revealed to you, you do not try to edit or guess or try to apply your logic and try to do mind in any way. Just understand one powerful cognition that when you connect to Swamiji through the third eye, the space of oneness to Swamiji is a space where mind can ever enter. And with that confidence and clarity and powerful cognition, whatever Swamiji is revealed, you can let us know. And now we'll be projecting the picture. Yes.
So this is the picture of young Swamiji. He was probably at the age of maybe
11. I think that's age of 11.
yes. This was around the time he received Kavi from Yogeshwara. Around that time, this picture was taken. You can see in the background the Tiruvannamalai hill and Swamiji with the Yoga Dandam. That is the official the staff which the sannyasis carry.
No, actually, just wanted to correct ourselves. This is at the age of 3. Now you can see, actually, it's 17th July 1981. So this means this Swamiji is actually 3 years old here on this picture.
Yes, it was after I think the first Chaturmasya, which he went through, and after that continuously he's been having this Chaturmasya Vratam every year, which all sannyasis are supposed to have. So this was his first one, and the official all the rituals were performed by his gurus, and after that this picture was taken. Such a wonderful, cute picture of young Swamiji. So You can share what all details you saw through the third eye, whatever your third eye revealed to you. It can be a part of the picture, it can be maybe a part of the hill or the trees or the street or even the stuff, the Yogadanda, for example, or Swamiji himself, you may have seen. So any of these details if you have seen, so congratulations, you've started manifesting this power. So as we manifest more and more, so we'll only get better and better in this power manifestation. So because the space of completion, we become more and more grounded in the space of completion as we manifest more and more powers. And with that space of completion being growing in our inner space, that power manifestation also becomes more and more intense and vivid. So you can also head over to the social media platforms and share your experience with others. Invite them also to experience the power manifestation and, in fact, have the super conscious breakthrough in their lives with the Paramashivoham Level 2 program and achieve that space of complete completion with all the aspects of their lives and literally recreate a new future, a new life altogether and manifest the reality that they want. So you can share the registration link with them. So bring them to the Paramashivoham Level 2 program and let them also be enriched. With this, with that, you will also be enriched manyfold and you will be showered by Swamiji in all the aspects of your lives.
Yes. And tomorrow, actually, we'll be having a very beautiful day where we'll be looking into the reality itself, into the perceptions and reality itself. So if you have somebody who would like to, completely transform your life and transform the very way you see the world and shift it from, the ordinary, mundane duality kind of perception into something beyond your, wildest imagination and enter into something really beautiful of a completely different spectrum where you'll be able to mold the reality you want to manifest and you'll be able to play with this Maya metrics from the space of completion, oneness with Paramashiva, our beloved Swamiji. So inviting all of you to join tomorrow for this powerful, Paramashivoham Level 2 program, starting with the yoga course. So at 4:30 p.m. IST and 7 a.m. Eastern time, you can join for the program. Get be ready in your yoga attire for the wonderful, powerful yoga session and upcoming sessions of Paramashivoham on the perception and the reality. So with this, we come to an end of today's Paramashivoham Level 2 program. And thank you all for joining. We'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. So now, let us complete today's day with a Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham